Okay, go.
Good afternoon. First and foremost, Juliana and I want to extend our greatest appreciation to you both for coming today. We understand it's the summertime and there's hectic scheduling.
So what brings you in today?
Well, I'm having a lot of problems about my daughter, a lot of problems. And I'm frustrated, and I'm angry, and I'm very disappointed.
Okay, so when I'm listening to you say that you're frustrated and angry, would you like to possibly elaborate a little bit more on that?
Well, I want to believe that I raised her well, but I'm starting to think that, well, I believe I didn't do anything wrong, but she's growing up to be exactly the total opposite of what I want her to be.
So it sounds like she's kind of coming into her own and things like that. What exactly is she doing
Well,
that causes that, like, is the complete opposite of what you want her to do? Can you give us an example?
Well, like her choice of friends. She hangs around with people that I don't like, and she spends most of her time outside the home, and she's breaking every single rule that I've set for her.
All right. You mentioned something about you're raising her, the way you wanted to raise her is completely different to what she's turning out to be right now, according to you. What do you see as the perfect, let me rephrase the question. What do you see as being perfectly raised for your daughter in this situation?
Well, I want her to excel academically, and not that she's failing, not yet, but I believe that her grades are falling. And see how she reacts? She's very disrespectful now.
Well, I'm just really frustrated with my mom because she just doesn't understand anything. I try to explain it to her and she doesn't let me do the things that my friends are doing, and I'm not doing anything bad. It's just that in her eyes, everything that I do is bad. And just because I'm outside the home doesn't mean that I'm doing something inappropriate or bad. And my grades are not perfect, but I tried hard and it's just not good enough for her, so
Then
I'm
maybe if
frustrated.
you try harder or you spend more time at home, then maybe they would be perfect, because you can do it.
But when I'm home, all you do is nag me, so why do I want to be home?
Because you're at the age where you need to be home.
No.
You know, what we'll go ahead and do is that we'll have each other take turns so you guys don't overlap what you guys are trying to say. What you guys say is very important, so we need you guys to first talk about what you want to talk about, and then have a listening.
Fine.
So what,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's the daughter's name?
She doesn't have any.
Okay,
Mary?
Mary, what would you explain as the primary concerns or problems that you're having with your mother?
She doesn't listen to me. She doesn't understand where I'm coming from. And I live in a different world than she doesn't understand my world, and she just thinks that she can apply her childhood and her values and everything. But she has to understand that she's in a different situation. And she doesn't even try to understand me.
Can you give us an example of a time where you felt like your mother didn't understand you or she didn't react how you'd want her to react?
Well, it's hard because she does it all the time. Like, everything I do, she just has to find something wrong with it. Like, she says that she doesn't like my friends, but my friends don't do anything bad. They just, you know, we're at my age, that's just what we like to do. You know, we like to hang out at the mall, and we're not causing trouble. It's not like I've ever gotten arrested or anything. All I do is hang out with my friends, and we study sometimes, and she doesn't even believe me when I tell her that. And just because I'm not sitting in front of her doesn't mean that I'm not doing it. I just don't want to be at home because I'm not happy at home. Because she annoys me, and so does my dad.
I have one question. When you said that she doesn't know where you are coming from, where in particular do you believe you are coming from that she doesn't understand?
Well, I just think I'm growing. I have a lot of friends that are they don't understand my ethnic background. And so it's hard for me because I'm trying to be in the middle of two worlds. I come home and it's like,
Stop, yeah. Okay, nice, okay, so let's push stop.